Hello everyone, I'm Silver. It is Monday, May 13th. I just wanted to say a quick hello to any new viewers and an awesome welcome back must also go out to all returning viewers. If you did tune in last time and decided to come back, I really do appreciate it. You can actually find me on Ravelry at SilverLuna2112, at Silver's Treats on Instagram, and at Silver's Knitting on Twitter. Anyway, how have you all been? I've been relatively good. I do have a very short amount of time to talk with you today, as I'll explain in a second, but I should probably get started, right? So just grab your drink of choice, your knitting and crafting, and let's just get started. I am going to forego any cup of coffee or anything like that because, just before I go into my normal segments, I wanted to let everyone know that the computer that I normally record all of my shows on has officially bit the dust, so I am running on under 50% power, and the battery itself is draining quick-ish, and I still have yet to strip my computer. So, yeah. This is going to be the last possible show I can record on this computer. Like I said, to this end, I may actually have to skip a week or two until the new computer shows up. According to Dell, the tracking should get here sometime on the 29th, so we'll see. Suffice to say, I have not really been able to do a lot on the computer this past week, like I said, due to that battery draining problem. So if this episode seems short or rushed, you know why. With that in mind, let us move on to my favorite things. Okay. We had a lot of family time this past week, obviously, because, Mother's Day and all that. Okay, on Friday night, MTI and I ended up going out with both of our sets of parents to Giovanni's in Waterbury. Awesome. Had a great time. Drank way too much, but that's fine. On Sunday, we had brunch at my parents' with a bunch of family. That does include my grandmother and a couple of my aunts and my uncles, which is awesome to see them all. So much fun. And then after that, MTI and I ran up to his grandparents, saw both sets, which is awesome, as well as his mother. So good on us, right? Let's move on to enabling. Yes, you guys, I had something come in the mail. This is going to serve as your spoiler alert warning, because it was my favorite murder rap mystery kit that was actually put out by CC, aka Java Pearl Designs. If you bought the kit and have not received it, I suggest looking away or skipping ahead a little bit. I will put timestamps below. Okay, so what was in the kit, you might ask? Well, this Murderino shirt by Nerdy Knits and Designs. Oh, it came out awesome. Yay. Also, these wonderful stitch markers by Ann Tudor. If you're wondering, the tagline, Elvis, you want a cookie? That's how that came in. The next thing that was in the kit was the Triflers Need Not Apply colorway by Suburban Stitcher. I absolutely love this colorway, and I cannot wait to get started. I have yet to wind up the yarn to get started, but then again, I have a couple weeks, right? And the last thing that did get included in the kit was the coupon code for the mystery shawl on Ravelry, which is actually not started. Which is not slated to start until Saturday the 25th. So I do have some time, but I am ready to go, you guys. So excited. Okay, let's move on to FOs. I finished really quickly just 2 washcloths this past week, just to kind of say I completed something or other. I did finish 2 washcloths. Once again, this pattern is the Grandma's Dishcloth by PJ Allen. I did use 2 different colorways of Knit Picks Dishy Solids, one in the Azure colorway and one in the Blush colorway. This will complete the set that I am sending off to a friend, so yay me. That's part of the reason why I wanted to finish it. And I did finish, and I do use the size US 6, which is a 4.0 Marble Circs on all of my washcloths this year. You guys, I managed to get 2 hose this week. I don't know how that happened. Don't ask. The first one was what I called simply Socks for an ITA Baby. I am using the Genovese Tube Socks by Jasmine and Gigi Knitmore. And I'm using the Universal Yarns Uptown DK colorway Tea Party. These socks are actually being knit with my US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter. They are the 16-inch Circs. Oh, okay. And the other hoe that I managed to finish this week was what I called simply May 2019 Desert Vista Dye Work Socks. I am using the Toe Up Stocks of the Difference pattern by Wendy D. Johnson. I am also using Desert Vista Dye Works Viso base in the Just for Mom colorway. And I am using a size US 1, which is a 2.25 millimeter needle as well. I am mostly using a 9-inch circular on those socks as well. Let's quickly move on to what I've been working on besides those. I have gotten quite a fair amount of love put into the Granny Stripes and Cozy Dreams blanket that I am making for MDI and my bed. Literally, I put in about 3 or 4 inches. It was a lot. I put a lot of stripes in this time. I'm trying to get as much possibly done before Stash Test starts, so that way I can just finish it up and be done with it. Either way, the pattern is the Granny Stripes pattern by Lucy Vatic 24, and I've been using a lot of Miscellaneous Red Heart scraps. I did make a complete list, and I will put as much as I possibly can on the Ravelry page as well. Like I said, it's literally just a bunch of scraps I've had for years that don't have any labels anymore. The whole time I've actually been using a K-hook, which is a 6.5 millimeter. I believe it's a 10.5 US, I think. Either way, the next thing that did get some love this time around was what I called Huffle Pride. This is a sweater that I am making for myself, and I love it. I did get about 16 out of 21 rows on the next chart pattern. Obviously, I ran out of time before I had to record. Either way, the pattern I'm using on this one is the Hogwarts A History pattern by Megan Regan. I love this pattern. So many different options to choose from. Let's see. Also, I am using Sweet Georgia Yarns Tough Love sock in the slate colorway as the main color and lemon curd as the for the yoke colors. And I am using a size US 3, which is a 3.25 millimeter, and a US 6, which is a 4.0 millimeter for a majority of the sweater. Moving quick to Radio Gaga. I don't have anything this week for this category, you guys. I just wanted to let you know, because of computer issues, I couldn't listen to anything. Moving on to Silver's book pile. I managed to finish a total of 7 books this time. I finished Adam by Jennifer Ashley, Air Untamed by Danielle Bourdon. I also finished Dragon's Oath by Eve Laird, Lover by Chance by Deborah Glass, To Save a Sinner by Adele Clee, and I finished Cinder by Marissa Mayer, as well as the second book in the series, Scarlet. And I am currently reading Chris, also by Marissa Mayer. I am still reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, as well as I Brought the Snow and Ashes by Dana Gabaldon. Another thing that did get a little bit of read this week was Mount Vernon Love Story by Mary Higgins Clark. Alright, still ran the case of the screen time. Pretty much since I didn't have a computer to watch anything on, I have been concentrating on emptying out my DVR. What that includes is about 1.5 years of the dead files, which I happen to like anyway, so it works. But I am now caught up minus about 10 minutes of the last episode from this past Thursday. So, yay! Okay, that leads us to the end of the road. I am pretty social. You can find me on our Ravelry board, which is Silver's Dreamland Podcast. I am SilverLuna2112 there on Ravelry. On Facebook, Silver's Dreamland can be found at www.facebook.com/Silver's Dreamland. On Instagram, I am Silver's Treats. On Twitter, I am at Silver's Knitting. Just as a reminder, I do tend to read through all messages as soon as I possibly can. If you don't hear from me within 24 hours, just please feel free to email me directly at silverstreamland@gmail.com. As always, everything that I do talk about can be found in the show notes at www.silverstreamlandpodcast.com, as well as briefly down in the down bar here. All right. Just another quick reminder, I may have to delay the next few episodes depending on how fast I can resolve my computer issues. I will let you know across all of my social medias as soon as I know for sure. Like I said, it might not be for a couple weeks now. Anyway, I have rambled for long enough. Like I said, it's going to be a really quick episode. I know your time is extremely valuable. Please just feel free to go ahead and join in any discussion, or you can start your own on the Silver's Dreamland Revelry board. I don't bite, I promise. Just please stay tuned for episode 71 on the 20th. Unless something changes, I'll let you know. Until next time, happy crafting.